Bit of a hard transition there into Foundation from that music. But we did it. And we're here. Welcome to Foundation. Welcome to Riverton. I could switch to the other big one if we wanted. The one where I absolutely destroyed the economy. But this one has become my little oasis, my home away from home, because the economy is not destroyed yet. This one, yeah, the other game feels more like real life, where the economy is in tatters. This one feels more idyllic, which is the whole point of video games. Meanwhile, in Foundation, yeah, exactly. How's everybody doing? Welcome to a very different stream than yesterday's, but we knew that. Just fun to get back into it. Just napping. Guys, I'm going to keep the stream going. I'm going to have a quick nap, and you guys let me know how the game goes. Last episode, we got our mining set up and the production chains going for that, I believe. Oh, one more iron deposit being done. Jacquette, doing that. These paths are going to cause... Okay, let's move this from here. I'd love to get like one or two more houses shoved into this area, but the pathing is starting to I feel like this should be enough for one more house. Don't you think? They should be able to get another house right here, but they never do. I wish there was a way to make them like more dense or something. They're just not dense enough. Oh my goodness. Team Fiasco's here. Familiar places and faces. How is everyone? How has everything gone? Hope everyone is doing well. Ah. We love Fiasco. Welcome back, dude. I guess to answer the question, I'm doing pretty good. I guess we could have... Should we promote some people? How am I doing for food? Food is only kind of okay. Lots of cheese, though, and a decent amount of bread. I like more berries and fish, but I'm going to promote some people just for fun. Just because it feels good. Feels good to promote them. It'll probably unlock some more stuff. Actually, if I could raise... bring this out a bit. Does it show me what kind of... Okay, we got some decent amount of clothes. Cloths. And I think we've started making common wares, have we not? Beers. Common wares, 4. I think we have a common wares workshop somewhere. Gold smelter. It's this one right here. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, so let's get some people... let's get some people going here. Where's the workplace of this farmer? Okay, fine. We'll upgrade them. Market tender. Upgrade. Yeah, all the market tenders we can upgrade. Oh, Fowlin's here. Nice. Houses can't build on paths, so you might want to put a forbidden zone on them for a bit. No, I did. I mean, I did. That's, I'll show you. Like, that's how I've been controlling this whole area so far. See, there's a forbidden path all around that because there used to be a path going, like, right here to here or something, and I wanted this area for housing. So I've created a little housing chunk here and here, but we'll see. We'll see if they actually, decide to do it. We got a lot of unemployed people, which is kind of good in a way, and I want to talk about one of my dreams today. Okay, well, let's curve this down here a little bit. That's better. One of my plans today that we could work on, unless you want to, unless they're like, I want to switch to the other, is that the transporter? Oh, woodcutters. No, let's not give the woodcutters homes because eventually they will, that woodcutter place will go away. So what I was going to say is we could switch to the other one, always, but there is a bit of a plan today, and we'll see if we get your opinions on it in a second here. These woodcutters are sort of permanent because they're mining this like sustainable forest over here. So these woodcutters, I think, deserve to become fancy boys. So they spend more money. Hop farmer, market tender. Okay, let's market tender. Let's make that person rich because again, they just sit around all day in this area. This baker, sure, let's make that person rich. Okay, we made a lot of citizens. That could be bad. These miners already have homes, so that's nice. This baker could get a better home, I guess. Oh, let's get this bartender a nicer place. The brewer, this builder. Wow, we might get rid of the builders in a bit. And the cheesemaker, just for fun. Okay. One of the cheesemakers. The other that's actually sad what I just did. Upgraded one cheesemaker and not the other. So these two are going to just like be at work together all day, just thinking about how one of them has just been promoted an entire class. All right, where were we? Team Fiasco missed Civilization as well. I don't know where Team Fiasco went. You might have to tell us that story. Where did you go? Did you though, Fiasco? Okay then. Hey, Vampy Ragdoll. Hey, Solid Content. Thanks for streaming, Fallen. You are welcome, and I always will for the rest of my entire life. Oh, you guys went camping. Oh, that's so fun. Solid soothing voices. We clean and unpack all the camping supplies. Yeah, but who's your partner? Are they just like, oh, good lord, we gotta listen to this guy again? Team Fiasco's like, ah, the best. Your partner's just like, ugh. Okay, all right. Let's talk about the plans today. Here's what I was thinking. We get this bridge going, right? Now there's another mill here, which could be good. But basically, what I want to do is create a walled city in here. This is where I want my cathedral and like a central tower, like this kind of bad boy, just all in this space here. Then farmland over here, which I don't know, like extraction. Here's the thing. This doesn't look very fertile, so maybe I'm silly. Fertility. So let's take a look. Fertility. Okay. So the color of the ground has nothing to do with the fertility. It's just the lack of trees. So what we need to do is get rid of all these trees and then even, you know, put some of our own trees in or something like this and make this area a nice big farming area. And then the fertility will be fine. So anyway, what I was thinking of is, yeah, farming, fertility over here, maybe some more farming over here, but everything is brought back into this central district. And then in the middle, I'm just going to put a big green circle of, like, housing availability until it kind of fills in and we see where we want to put stuff. Like, the markets can kind of be scattered around, but maybe we'd let it build out organically a little bit and then assign a central market once we get it kind of built out. Steven says, if you want to make a walled city on the island, remember you can add towers and gates to stone bridges. So, we built this stone, or we designed this. And by designed, I mean we just built it. But then I was looking, and it's like, oh, look at all this cool stuff that it has. Which, I don't know what that's all about, but anyway. And the towers and stuff, it just looks so cool. However, there's a part of me that's like, is this, this feels a little too ornate right away. I mean, that's not bad. How does that... Yeah, it just feels a little much. Like, this feels like it needs to be a little simpler of a way across. And then do I have any good walls yet? No. I was thinking about... Well, we got to unlock some more walls, but I was thinking about, like, a mod, because there's some, like, British or, like, castle mods, castle wall mods that look a little thicker, a little nicer. A rampart. So how does a rampart work? I feel like it goes... See, that don't make no sense to me now. Unless there was a way to get up there. Oh, that'd be sick. I don't know why that snaps that way. Does anybody know if there's a way to turn off snapping? I wish there... I just don't know. I wish there was. Because that could really make things a lot easier if I could just disable snapping. And then... yeah, again, I don't... Yeah, it's... I think it's because I did disable snapping and I placed this... No, the porticulus, I think, should be fine to go there. I think it's because you have the fence built on that bridge. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, we could actually just remove this one just to test. And he was right. Okay, great. Now, here's the thing. Rampart. That's great. That's awesome. That's cool. But then I need to be able to build more of that wall around here. And I don't think I see that in the game yet. So it's like you can do this, but it's sort of like a raw... It's just like a little gatehouse for no reason. Like, I want to be able to build this rampart. Like, how do you get up to that rampart? So basically what I'm saying is it's purely decorative. Shareponent says, if only we had the Move It mod from City Skylines. Yeah, totally. I would love the Move It mod in most games. Most games I feel like can benefit from the Move It mod. Oops. Got a little drunk there. Drunk placement. Okay, anyway. So, keeping it simple, this is what we're looking at. This is my suggestion. No access to comfort, missing raw materials. You guys will figure it out. So we need 332 stones for that bad boy, and we have 149. So it'll take a little while to get built, but then it'll unlock this island. And this is going to be a large building project, basically. But my dream here is, like, is it possible to make this all housing and stuff like that? Make it look like a big walled-in city with, like, a little cathedral in the middle. I think it's possible. So my next plan here was mining stuff here. So basically storage right in the middle area here. Maybe the cathedral's right there or something. And then mills and such kind of in this area here with a bridge over here to the farmland. The farmland brings it over here. The mills mill it. It goes into the storage section in the middle. And then there's like bakeries and stuff all over here. Then we have fishers bringing fish just into the various granaries around the center. And then this area here could have all of my... Like, I might move this industry is what I'm suggesting, the iron smelter and all that. So then what happens is we have transporters who drag the iron ore, of which we have quite a lot, the gold ore quartz. Oh, we have a lot of resources, actually. We got to get going here. So transporters would go from this warehouse all the way to a warehouse here, and then our main industry would be here. Because what I've found is you can't really split up the industries. In our other save, where we have the industries split up, I have like 2 different iron areas because I just built a new city. And it was like, what are we like 20 FPS or something? This is running a lot smoother. But anyway, if you have the industry split up, you're going to have an issue where you've got transporters running, iron ingots all the way across the map. Like this, I don't know why. It's not optimized yet or something, or maybe I did something wrong, but it was like a transporter will be tasked to go get an iron ingot for, let's say we have storage here, but there's an iron ingot that's just become available over here. Well, it gets claimed by a transporter over here for this industry, rather than being reserved for the industry nearby. So then this transporter walks all the way across town to grab that iron ingot and come back. So I figure we try to make everything central, and that's where this big central city comes into play. So then we have a bunch of iron smelters and stuff going on right around here, and then mining off on these islands, bringing resources into the central core storage. That's kind of the dream. What do you guys think? Chris Faust says, thanks, I just finished work. This was a nice surprise. 2 days in a row. Preemptive hate everyone. Yeah, 2 days in a row. Because it's the weekend. Why not? This would be my dream going forward, but, life changes. All right, let's build this bridge. The bridge is being built. This windmill we might move. I might not have the windmill here. Since the Rocky Mountains in this map seem to be an object rather than terrain, you might as well clip the shrine into one of them. I see what you're getting at. Like these. Stephen Thetford's he's only thinking about the, oh, nice. See, more mining being done out here. Get those miners assigned. 4 miners. Oh, yeah, we're gonna be just floating in iron ore. We have so much iron ore, which we should be, okay, 69, nice iron. Okay, so we actually do have, like, a pretty decent flow of goods here. But again, you always just seem to run out of resources. You're always lagging. This one smelter. It's always a big problem. I think we'll keep the wood industry here, but we'll get rid of the blacksmith. Like, you guys gotta do some... You know what I mean? Oh, wait. I didn't assign blacksmiths. That's why that wasn't doing anything. But still, 0 coal, 0 iron ore. And then what do we have here? We've got 140 coal and 150 iron ore just standing by. Somebody explain that to me. Somebody figure the math out for me about why these lazies aren't doing their jobs. Anyway, military mission available. We don't have this. We haven't built a like. I was thinking this could be cool, and then we could fence off this whole village and have like a little gatehouse here with this wooden keep. But I'm keeping that unbuilt because it's going to start costing us money. And I'd rather start planning for the future over here. I want to see some, like, gardens and fenced-off areas and lots of housing in the central, this core area. No access to goods. I should have clicked on who that was. That's on me. That's on me. Goods shortage, minus 1%. Water, minus 3. Okay, we got a water shortage here going. Okay, all right. Okay, let's solve that. Where are I feel like there's a lot of wells around. I feel like this water shortage is more in their heads than anything else. Not to be rude, not to like gaslight them, but it's like there's a well here, there's a well here. I feel like you guys will be okay, you know what I mean? There's a well over here. Here. I feel like there's a pretty good distribution of wells. Wellstribution, you know what I mean? Pretty good wellstribution. I can put one right here, I guess. Sure. There. We'll build one right there. Steven says, but isn't the keep the only thing that kept the village economy afloat in the doomed village? Well, I agree with you. But again, let's remember Saint Boondoggles, or whatever I called it, was the only thing tanking the economy. I didn't need my military sorties constantly, you know, with a more healthy economy. You know what it is? They built, and this isn't on me, this is totally on them. They decided to build that cathedral knowing full well that they could not afford the upkeep. Right now, we're doing good for upkeep. We can expand a little bit more. Not much, though. Let's be careful, because I still want to build out this massive town here, which is going to maybe take several episodes, or several episodes. It's going to take hundreds of episodes, probably. Let's speed up time. I was just realizing, I was like, oh, this is going to take a long time, what I'm just suggesting. This isn't, like, getting done today. I'd like it to be, but... I mean, I'd also like to stop expanding this town. The more we expand this town, the more problems we're going to have. 2 villagers moving in. Yeah, if they build more houses here, that's going to be a problem. And then I think the dream is to have such an efficient thing that we can have a whole bunch of unemployed people, and then unemployed people, we give them houses, and then they would maybe make houses in here too, so we can have a elevated amount of houses in the middle. I mean, I don't know. Okay, no access to goods. Who is this? All right, what's your deal? Amphalisa? Food 0 of 2, goods 1 of 2. What does she need? What is she? She's a citizen. She wants candles and common wares. We have 8 common wares for sale, but maybe not in the what's it. Okay, she got one of her foods dealt with. She just needs one more good dealt with. It's a pretty big debuff on her. And now she's got to go back to work, which is... Where does she work? She's a transporter. Okay. Let's see. Common wares. Okay, there's common wares available here. And what else do citizens want? They just want 2. They want candles too, don't they? Don't we have some? We have some wool here. Polished stone. We don't have wax yet because we don't have a monastery. We have a lot of gold ore. I guess we could go... I mean, what do we have here? This is my gold smelter. And we do have some gems, so we could get jewelry going, but I don't know if that counts as that level of good that they need. I think we'll be fine. Now, Stephen does say that also military campaigns are the only way to get fancy special buildings and monuments. Yes, the keep and the military were indispensable in the previous sessions. Yeah, maybe I'm doing a pacifist run, you know? No. I just don't want to build this one. I want to build a wooden keep here. Although, do we have... A wooden keep is not necessarily the best. Like, you know, it'd be nice to unlock a better keep. Masterpiece, transportation wall. Where is it again? Oh, boy. Bad weather. Why can't I find it? Goods, resource, logistics. It is the keep. Okay, wooden keep. Yeah, so I don't know if we unlock a better keep that we should put here, and then maybe we should just build the wooden keep right here. But I'd like to have a central sort of castle area, right in the middle of town. +1 villager, good. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Riverton, my friend. Please spend lots of money at the market to maintain my bustling economy. This is one of those towns. Okay, see, here's the thing. The town that we're building right now, my other town, my other city, metropolis, whatever, they would come and attack this town because it's so full of gold. Like, this town's economy is so well balanced, the others are probably thinking about invading. And this is like a small country with lots of oil. They're just like sweating, looking at their neighboring partners like, oh boy, any second now. Now, here's the thing. Again, I don't want to build too much industry out here because I have plans. I have designs for this land. I have enough money that I could probably buy some of this land that I have designs for. Man, this is going to be expensive because I have to buy lots of little chunks just to finish off the island. That's annoying. So we're going to go here. Here. It says mineral deposits were discovered nearby. It's probably just these stones right here. And then I got to get this one too. So I've just upped my tax bill by 150 coins a week just to get this little corner in here. Not ideal. Okay. I think I got to get this one too. I'm out of money. What is this, the other game? There we go. Okay. Ooh, that was a lot of buying. That was a lot of spending I just did. I believe there used to be a stone keep in the game very early on, but it was removed. Oh, I wonder why they removed it. That sucks. Okay, so while this is getting built, I kind of want to lay out this idea a little bit. I haven't heard too much naysaying, so it seems like you guys are into it. Or don't care. So, I feel like since this is, I don't think this would look ugly, but it's just like since it's a medieval town, it's probably going to be, you know, you want warehouses and stuff right off the docks or right off the bridge. Actually, this would look cool if it was next to the bridge, I think. Those would look sweet. Sound like a South Park character there for a second. Those would look sweet. Okay. So like something like this. And maybe another one here. Warehouse. Do we invert it just so it looks more interesting? Dare we? We dare. Okay. Oh, it's weird that you have to, like, can't really easily kind of see both of them up together. I want to see all my plans together, but it's just kind of hard to see that. Right, so then you're coming over the bridge and you see all these warehouses, and they're just, you know, full of goods. And then obviously this area is going to be, yeah, drastically not welcoming for homes, but the homes can be kind of in this section here. I believe there used to be. Oh, sorry, I'm reading Steven's comment again. This isn't as as crazy a stream as the Zomboid stream. So sometimes I check the chat and it's slower today, but that's okay. I'm kind of honestly a little bit here just to play this game and hang out with you guys. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm after. I'm after playing this game. Okay. Stone supply is barely holding up, but we'll get there. We're gonna be fine. The game is super sped up. We might have to switch to the other map just so that we can have something more going on, because once I build and design everything, like, you know, now we just have to wait. Can you move items? Can you move buildings? The Weaver Hut. Okay, building, destroy building. No, we could just destroy it, which we will. We're going to be destroying these buildings because I don't want this, as weirdly, like, inefficient as this industry is, I don't want it here. Steven says, yeah, it'll take twice as long for Solid to kill everyone in this game. Yeah, unless it fills in with the zombies in a second. If this all fills with zombies, oh, could you imagine? I think that's the dream that, like, NFT game, you know, people had in mind, but that's not really how it works. But basically, like, you can bring each one of, like, a personalized element from all your games into every other game. So my dream for that would be, you know, I don't know how you would do this, but, like, you build a City Skylines map, and then that becomes a map that you can use in Project Zomboid. Oh, that would be so fun. But I do think that used to be a thing. Like, do you remember the early SimCity, like 2000 or something like that? You could, I think it was SimCity 2000, you could import your city into SimCopter. Now, yeah, it was the same company, I believe. So that, like, obviously helps with being able to, like, import maps and stuff like that. But it's like that kind of integration I want to see again. In fact, here's my question for the chat, mainly Steven, and possibly a little Team Gasco and Vamps. Oh, A Million, sorry I didn't see this chat from you a little while ago. Hi, Solid, missed you. I missed you too. Welcome back. Or am I welcoming me back? Which one of us went away? I went away for a bit, but maybe so did you. So anyway, my question for the chat is 2 games. You only get to pick 2 games that fully integrate with each other. All right, so if you design a map in one, you get to play it in the other. What are your 2 games? I'm trying to think of what mine would be. The double game mashup, what would they be? You know, I really wish this path was used more, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. My main fear right now is that this path will become used more, where they just cut right through this field. I'm trying to think. Erfan Aharon is here. Hey, he says, welcome to Foundation, Erfan. My question was, what are 2 games that you would mash together so that they have they're exactly their own game, but you can integrate the 2 of them. So, like, if you're building a map in City Skylines, like Chris Faust suggests, you can then play it in Spider-Man. What are your 2? And now he's taken those, you got to do it again. You got to do a different one. That was Chris Faust's one. Now it's taken. It's claimed. Because that was a good one. I want this to get built here. Okay, what else? Oh, I gotta design the rest of this, I think, maybe. So I think this should be able to sustain, like, several buildings, like 2 smelters, 2 blacksmiths, at least, so that we can get really some, you know, good iron production going on. Because, look, yeah, 2 iron! I don't understand... the bad weather's here. I don't understand what we're doing... Like, somebody explain what we're doing wrong here. They just aren't... There's too many production buildings. Like, the blacksmith needs iron, and the common wares workshop needs iron to make common wares. I feel like that... I don't know. I feel like there might be a balance issue with the game or something. We have more iron ore than we would ever need, and 0 getting to the iron smelter. Like, what's wrong here with this picture? Because they're just not making iron. And then coal, where's coal being stored? 100 coal right over here. 25 locally stored. So this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I want to make sure I'm moving all of these resources to one area, because it's already super inefficient. Blarg Meow says KCD. What's KCD? I'm sad that I don't know that, because now I feel like I'm not a real gamer, you know what I mean? And Manor Lords. Vampy says Stardew Valley and RimWorld. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but the twist... Vampy, the twist is it's going to look like RimWorlds but have Stardew Valley gameplay. Oh, I like this. Please help me, says Squad and City Skylines. That's cool. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Okay, thanks, Blarg. So Kingdom Come Deliverance and Manor Lords. Okay, that's good. Are you going to be able to fit your industries on that island? That's a good question. I mean, it's a pretty big island. But I still haven't figured out what's going wrong with, like, you know, somebody explain this to me. Explain it. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Why this smelter is so useless. Is it because they're too far away from their homes? All right, let's bring up Tristo and Guccio. Guccio and Tristio. They don't have very high... Maybe they're more efficient if they're promoted. They don't have very high demands on their lives. Oh, they don't seem to have homes. So that could be a problem. If we got Guccio and Tristan... But here's the thing, I'm going to move this later anyway, so I don't necessarily want to do that. Whoa. Steven Theffer said, Saul, have you seen the game The Ranchers on Steam? It's like a mix of The Sims and Stardew Valley. Should I go look it up? Is that good for the channel? I gotta get back into the offline videos. I just don't know when I'll have time. Here, let's go. I'm pulling up my notes here. Sorry, it's a chill stream. Let's be honest, guys, with this game. So I'm gonna write this down on my notes. Ranchers, The Ranchers. Oh, I don't like the bad weather. I agree with Estusk. Farthest Frontier pretty much fulfills my dream to combine old RTS and Vanished. Just wish we could be on the offensive. Yeah, and I wonder if that's something that they'll add, you know what I mean? It won't be out till Q3 next year. Just something to keep an eye out for. Thank you, Steven. Yeah, I'm going to put that on the wish list. Okay, so both of these fellas are working at the smelter. And when they're working, they seem to be doing something very slowly, producing iron. So I think we just need 2 smelters, at least, maybe 3 smelters. I think smelters are the big thing. Then we need blacksmiths for tool making and common wares workshops. Okay. Blarg says, I really want a game that merges a solid overworld experience with open world gameplay. Yeah, I mean... trying to think, like, I mean, a tiny example of that would maybe be the Total War series, maybe? A little bit? It's pretty open world, but the cities, you know what I'd like? Civ, this is maybe one of mine. Civ 6 with Total War. That's what I want. I feel like they're close, too. Because the thing with Total War that they haven't done is, like, your ability to forge your own maps. That's what I want. I want exactly Civ 6 mixed with Total War. Because then, like, that adds such a layer of strategy to Civ. Because you get attacked by a bigger nation, fine, but if you're a better tactician, oh boy. Civ with total war. And this is what I'm saying. That's not unforeseeable. It's close, I would argue. Not as close as this bridge to being built, but I can't wait for that One Lonely Outpost game. What's that, Chris? Got to write that one down too. One Lonely Outpost, or is it just called Lonely Outpost? Sorry, I'm just paused because I'm writing down Lonely Outpost. Maybe clip 1 or 2 smelters with each other or other buildings for visual diversity. Okay, all right, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's take a look at that. So, if this is, let's say we, okay, you know what we're going to go? We're going to have more warehouses here because they have a debuff to the region anyway. Excuse me, a little burp there. They debuff the region, and so we might as well shove them close together. And we're going to have a lot of resources that I want to have stored right at the edge of this bridge. Okay, so if I pull up all the warehouses, then I can see at least all their entrance footprints and kind of better organize this here. Let's move you to this way. I think a big warehouse area would look kind of okay. Not like it's not going to be my favorite area of the town, but I feel like if we do this, we'll have a concentrated area of supplies. Like literally, this whole warehouse could just be 2 coal and 2 ores or something. Okay, so this will be my warehouse zone. Can you believe that I'm finally trying to min-max? Does it just make you so happy? Iron smelter. So how could we fuse these together? Like, what would look cool? Oh, jeez. Let me see it, though. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, I shift-clicked it, and if you shift-clicked it, it automatically concludes or, like, commits the build. So you gotta actually not shift-click. Okay. Smeltage. Oh, this actually this will combine just fine. Like there. Now the only issue with this plan is now they all have to kind of walk all the way around. So let's turn them both around. There we are. And just shove them in like that. Get that wall shoved in there. It looks okay. It looks a little bit like you can tell that they're 2 buildings too close together. What if I did something like this, though? There we go. I kind of like that. And I think those entrances are okay. This entrance won't work, obviously, but there's an entrance here, and then they have an entrance here as well. Now, is that too close to this thing, though? No, that seems like that should be good. Okay. So that's my sort of smelter's row. Then we can have some, what was the other thing? Blacksmith? I really like the shape of the blacksmith. Love that it's on this little angle like that. So if we did something like so. Maybe even over here. I think we're going to be able to fit a lot of industry pretty compactly in this area, and that's going to look really good. It's going to look really industrial. Chris Faust says, it looks awesome. One Lonely Outpost looks like Stardew Valley, but in space, and a few other cool additions. Been in development for years. That's always challenging. When you see the game's been in development for like 65 years, you're like, I don't know. Also, since by the looks of it, the warehouse building proper doesn't need villager access, you could merge that part of other buildings or mountain faces. Okay. Maybe add a smelter to the blacksmith as well to future-proof the iron. You know what I wish? I wish it was like Clan Folk, where if you had another building nearby, it would just automatically deposit in that building. Because it's like, oh, I've made a big iron block. Where should I put this iron that I've smelted? I'll just go put it in the blacksmith. You know what I mean? I feel like they would have done that in real life. Yeah, look at this. This tool situation is causing a major problem with common wares. And I have so much ore and so much coal Like, I really shouldn't have a problem producing iron and to keep up with the eventual demand. Like, there's going to be so much demand eventually. So I think I need to just spam buildings in this area, which is good, though, because that's going to be so many people that need houses. Okay, that's good, but this will mean eventually destroying the iron industry over here. And I don't know what I'm going to put in there instead. Maybe some housing. I don't know. Just fill it in with trees, maybe. Or I could even just, like, leave those buildings there, but just turn them off. So we got 2 smelters, 1 blacksmith. Common wares. Now, the common wares workshop I should move further over here because it doesn't have a debuff kind of zone. In fact, maybe it kind of comes off the main road. You know what I mean? So that would be something like this. Like so. I think that's a good spot for the Common Wares Workshop. And then what do we have here? This is our blacksmith right here. Not quite following the path. Like, there isn't a major road. It's not. I don't want it to be grid-like anyway. Blarg says Medieval Dynasty is probably the closest to what I mean. Yeah, my only issue... Have you guys found Medieval Dynasty? Like, I couldn't run a village very well, and it was just very grindy. And maybe it's because I was doing videos for the channel, where I was like, I just can't do this on the channel, because it's so grindy to get, like, a village even kind of up and running. Okay, so the bridge has got to be here to get over to the farmland. Hence why I said add a smelter to the blacksmith. Yeah, but Steven, do they actually deposit it right in there? I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't know if they actually... Oops. The thing is, I just don't know if they actually deposit it. That's all I'm saying. Looks kind of cool, though, I think. Plenty of entrances for the blacksmith. And there's that. Looks cool. So we'll leave it. No, I meant to catch up with your iron demand. Yeah, I know. We just need like 65 smelters, I guess. But the thing is, this smelter is just so inefficient. Are they supposed to be this inefficient? I really feel like they're not supposed to be this inefficient. I think what I could do is I could expel these people. Like, I could promote them, but then eventually what I just need to do is remember when it's time to close the industries to find these smelters, like, figure out where they live, go to their home, and kick them out of that home. So they naturally go and try to find another home closer to their workplace. That'll be what I have to do. So I'll promote these guys, maybe. I'm going to promote them. When promotions come around, I'll promote them and see if that helps a little bit. Because then maybe they can go grab a house. Like, one person can live there. One person can live there. You know, there's some housing options for them. Excuse me. Yeah, that's why I didn't get very far as well. I'd like some top-down gameplay like Foundation as part of it. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Where's the nearest iron store? Iron ore store is being stored right here, my friend. This is why I don't get what's happening. Right there. 100 iron. Now, one thing they could be doing is going over to the local storage from the mine. That would be very annoying if they were. But it just makes sense that they would get it right from this storehouse, would they not? All right, let's see what we got here. 2 smelters assigned. Are they both working? They're both on free time. That's the other thing, too. So maybe that's why we just need so many iron smelters, because there's just so much free time. Also, what's weird is that the transporters don't take the goods to the final destination, I don't think. So if they get produced, they get picked up by the transporter. But a transporter, ideally, it would be nice if this transporter was going to drop things off at the smelter, so that when you get to the smelting job, you're already stocked up with iron ore. And then you can just spend all day making iron. But no, when they get to work, the first thing they need to do... Okay, he's working. Wow, he got 20 iron ore. And then where's he going? What's he doing? The pathing must just be a little screwed up. It really feels like there's a faster way to get there, my friend. I think I've just put things too close together, so he can't get around that way. Ooh, Steven, I totally agree. Or add another worker to the smelter whose job is transport. Yeah, exactly. If that was possible, I would love to add a transport worker. But he did, here's the thing, he did fill the whole smelter. And then they made, yeah, it's just like so, the turnaround is so slow. Here's the thing with this game, which I love, don't get me wrong. But the game has developed production chains on top of production chains. So now there's like, 3 or 4 different resources or different productions that need iron. So with this kind of inefficiency, you can't keep up with the amount of iron you need to make common wares, barrels, weapons, tools, etc. That all your people need. No access to luxury. Which one is it? Is it you? Gems, honey, herbs, wine, and beer. Well, I have beer. And if that's all you need, just go to the tavern. Let's see if this guy goes to the tavern. He's a citizen. He's on free time, but he is a market tender. 87 meters from his home. Not ideal. I don't think. Go get beer. You were on free time. Go get some beer. Now where's he going? Where is he going? Oh, I see what the problem is. I don't know why you got water from that fountain, but... No, he lives here. Okay. Hang on. So he's not going to go get his beer dealt with, I don't think. Yeah, he's got to go work now. Tricky game, I tell ya. Man, I couldn't agree more, Steven. Wagons. Yeah, so he's not fully enjoying his life, I'll be honest. He's a berries salesman. Oh, promotions are available. Okay. I don't know if this is going to help them, but let's promote them. It might actually just make their lives worse, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't do this. I say as I continue to do it. Guccio. I'm just going to do it and see if it changes anything, because we're just learning at this point. Tristram. Maybe they'll work harder if they feel like they have a stake in this society. There we go. I did look into Bear and Breakfast. It looks very cute. I like it. Yeah, carts even would be good for this game. The big update, I don't see carts or wagons in the future for this game for a while, though, because the big update that I've seen so far is the estates and edicts. There's like edicts and laws coming up. Are we looking at that like button, says Team Fiasco? I agree. Let's lick that like button. Teach the YouTube algorithms what is worthy of being on YouTube, like me. Slurp. Hello. I usually build in one direction with houses every second chunk. Are you talking in Foundation? Yeah, I like this. I like how this village has come together, but again, I think I'm gonna have to change it. Okay, you are talking about anything, yeah. Well, so I've done this out here, right? Got this cute little village so that these little guys can be happy. It's not great though, obviously, right? Oh, promotion's still available. Let's get these miners, because these miners are never going to have a different life. Like, let's at least get them Teodaldo. Let's at least get them homes nearby. Teodaldo. There you go. You've been upgraded. Even though you're very upset with your life. Oh, where is she? No, she's got to be a newcomer, I think. Why am I not seeing Lisabetta? Probably because I'm bad at... No. Oh, there it is. Lanfranc. Okay. All right. Feudo. And Engrazia. Where is Engrazia? You may now get a house. But preferably in the mining town, which is a really gross and sad little village. We got water here, and there's access to berries. That's it. It's not a great life out here. But what else do you guys need? Comfort. I think this is a fine, yeah, this is a fine setup. It's just, it's not ideal, but it's a fine setup. So, water, some berries, and faith. We could build like a tiny little chapel here. That'd be cute. Because at some point we're going to want to start mining that marble as well. Honestly, this was such a huge find. Like, the amount of resources coming out of this little chunk here is insane. Oh, but man, this is going to look so good when it's going. You know, all this farmland off here, and then those little, like, this little quaint little village, and then you go over the fence, and it's just, like, industry over here. That's going to feel good when I start building all this. How are we doing on this bridge? Prioritize. 242. It's just the stone. Maybe we got to stop polishing stone for a bit. Where's my stone cutter? Aha! There we go. Get some more stone cutters going. Storage is full. Cloth 100. And we're out of common clothes. Okay, so I guess we need more weavers' huts. No, tailor shops. And he's got no cloth. And it says working fine. Is it? Where are ya? Goes to a weird side. He gets 20 of that. And then he walks, takes that path back. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's, you know, slightly efficient at least. Oops. Okay. So we only brought in, again, like, I really do wish that they would have some more, yeah, just like keep that loaded up. Bring some more cloth immediately. All right, I think we need another tailor's workshop here. And this is fine. I don't mind having a tailor industry built up over here. And there's no debuff to the residents, so I'm going to put it right there. See how that looks. Move it back a little bit. Off the main path. Let's build that. There we go. That's cute. Hello to all the lurkers, says Vampy. We love Vampy, don't we, folks? Okay, so, coming along. Let's get this bridge going. Time to get this new village. Feel free to vote for checking out the old town with the no FPS, if you'd like. Sure. Just go get some clergy influence. But I'm having a lot of fun in this one, to be honest with you. Oh, we got another house going up. Nice. Cute little spot. All right, I think I'm gonna take away these forbidden lands and see what happens. Because at this point, they've built enough housing for the miners. Should be okay. And then let's take extraction away. There we are. Okay, now, this lumber camp has 2 of 3 woodcutters assigned. I don't think we need it, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fire both of those people and get rid of that lumber camp. And see what happens to the pathing. Lark says, I always end up with too much polished stone to do anything with. I know, right? Already, I mean, it'd be nice if we could just sell it en masse, but it's, you know, the other estates don't... They trade okay, but they're not, like, going nuts. Where's my trade here? Okay, I mean, polished stone, let's at least sell above 80. Let's sell above 70. 60. There we go. Tools buy above 20, but now that doesn't... I don't think that's affecting us anymore because we have our blacksmith making just barely enough. There we go. And our economy continues to roll on. Beer Me's here. He says hello from the lurk section. Beer Me doesn't count as a lurker. There needs to be a better name for those folks. Ooh, see, look. When we started the stream... Oh, I just, like, peaked my mic. I hated that. When we started the stream, we were at, like, 3,300 surplus per month. Now we're down to 25. So already we've spent quite a lot of money here trying to, like, shift things around. I don't know why, though, actually. Better... Oh, thank God. Okay. I don't know why, though, because the maintenance on this bridge isn't even up yet. That's going to be... I wonder how expensive this bridge is going to be. Steve Gasco said, did Peter and Chris finally revive while I was in the woods? Ah, you like the podcast? I love that. I hope you do enjoy it. I really like making it, but it's been a while. We're writing something. I have a writing meeting with them on Monday that we're going to shoot in October, hopefully. And so we're looking forward to making that, but it's taking up a lot of our time at the moment. I mean, but I'm assuming we'll be able to show people it once we've made it. Waiting for a builder. Let's prioritize that. And let's deprioritize the bridge because we're just waiting on stone at this point, so we don't need to, like, prioritize it. Just bringing 6 stone at a time. It's getting there, though. Oh, it's much nicer when it's all good weather. Okay, we've got 10 unemployed villagers. Food stocks are okay, with berries coming back now that the good weather is here. So yeah, I'm not too worried about too many things. Storage is full, paint zone issues, missing raw materials. Oh, this one's missing raw materials. You're not! Oh, you are. You're missing, yeah, fair enough. You're missing iron because our iron smelter is not good enough. What are you missing raw material? You're also missing iron. Yeah, total standstill of my production here because of this weird smelter issue. Now, to Steven's point, I could jam another smelter in here and see if these guys will do a bit more work. Crazy. I'm just not seeing. Oh, he's making iron. It's just a really. I think what it is they've added too many dependencies on the iron workflow on the iron resource. They've added too many other things to it, and so what we've got is the smelter is just too slow. So you probably need like 8 smelters just to have one common wares workshop and one blacksmith working at full bore. We'll try it with these 3. We got 3 coming up here that we're going to build. And then 1 blacksmith and 1 wares workshop, and we'll see if that's good. All right, did they build that house? The house got built. Good. Good. Oh, they're building another one, I think. Nope. Oh, that's just some props. Okay. See, now this little village is coming together. What I could do is there a forester nearby? I could replant this forest because I really wanted a path to go along the fence line here, but it doesn't seem like they went with it. But this is looking good. This is coming together real nice. Very calm, very low heart rate after yesterday's stream. 299 at 332. That's coming along, but very slowly. Yeah, this is the most tense thing that you can have in this game is being like, oh no. Will the bridge build in time? Honestly, so yeah, the plan here, folks, is to get rid of a lot of the storage here as well. Like this storage warehouse is probably going to go away. Maybe we'll have, what else is holding on to, common wares is good. We'll have something else here, hold on to the tools, and just get rid of that. Our market's doing good. Promotions are available again, but I think I'm going to leave it for now. What I'm going to need is a whole bunch of wood lumber choppers over here. So we can start extractifying everything. Kind of want to just clear off the whole island, to be honest with you. So I can replant to my heart's desire. But really what we want to do is create like a wide open space where people can build unencumbered. I'm going to go lumberyard right here. Yeah, start building that. I know you can't get there yet. That's fine. We'll get you there. Steven says, in addition to my other comments, it would be nice if they added modules to industrial buildings like Sculptor's Workshop and the Builder Hut to add additional positions or productivity. Couldn't agree more. So, like, in that case, Steven, what would be awesome to build on that and what Blarg was saying, which is a great name to say out loud all the time, Blarg, it would be great to add a transport wagon or something, like a little cart parking. And then, oh, he's saying a lot of mods do that. I haven't really gotten into modded Foundation. I'm really, aside from City Skylines, I'm a very vanilla kind of boy. I'm a real vanilla boy. Come on, finish my bridge. Let's unlock the productions. Oh, 321, here we go. We're getting pretty close here to having enough stone to get this bridge up and running. At which point I think I'll go, you build all these warehouses right away. so we can start loading them up with the logs we're going to chop. And then what I might have to do is, I mean, maybe just one warehouse, and every so often I'll just delete that entry so all the logs just disappear. I don't really think we have any wood issues. That's another thing maybe the game should add, I think, which would also continue to use wood, is like logs, maybe logs, or just add a firewood chopper. That would be a great building to add. And that would make things a little more spicy with your resource management. Because really, once you get to a certain state with lumber yards, you're just like, I'm never going to be worried about wood ever again. Lark says, like, there's some duck farms, and you can just add more and more buildings to each farm, and each one adds another worker position. You can also add market stalls inside the farm to sell eggs and meat, which also opens up another position. Oh, I mean, it's cool. I don't know why I shy away from modding games too much. Like, even those last couple of RimWorld plays were fun, but it was just a lot. There was just a lot going on, and I was like, am I even playing RimWorld at this point? All right, let's prioritize this. Make sure we get this thing focused. Let's get this thing to the finish line so we can get over there and start to develop. I think we'll have to put some towers or something at the base of this so that the wall can stretch out around it and not in a way that looks like it's clipping into the... Because right now we don't have... Oh, never mind. Right now we don't have a wall. We only have this... Why don't we... maybe we have to unlock it. Let's go look at his states here. Okay, yeah, I gotta keep an eye on my finances. Not doing so great, but not doing bad. Okay, small stone wall. Here we go. Hedge. I think my favorite wall would be the wall for the Commonwere's Workshop. Additional parts. 5 labor influence. Okay. I'll send my bailiff to go get that. I think I like the tavern wall the most. There, we'll unlock it, in fact. And we'll unlock that one, and a trade bonus, and we'll unlock a church. There we go, that's fun. It would be an immense display of faith if you were to build a monument to our Lord's splendor. We'll start a quest. Build a church. On success, you get some stuff. Okay, fine. We'll just accept that. But, I mean, we're not going to do it for a long time. Sorry, fellas. Okay, great. So, we've unlocked some walls. Like, that's okay. It looks all right for my walled city. And then occasionally what we'll do is we'll put keeps behind it at certain intervals. Now, one thing I wished with the keeps is that they could be a little bit smaller, like a thinner, like a tower. But, like, that looks all right. Let's actually grab this and just see what that would look like. Right there. Yeah, it's just a little too big for my likings, that's all. I mean, this one is an interesting design, but maybe it's a design problem more than it is a me liking it or not. There we go. Let's close that. There we go. Good thing I didn't right click. I kind of like the building. So, okay, is the bridge done? Almost. One last wooden railing to complete. The keep will have to grow a lot over time. Yeah. Vampy says, Solid, what time did you need to end the stream? No major time, really. I just have... The problem is, I need my weekends to be weekends. But I always have editing to do. This is giving you a glimpse into my life. Actually, more like I'm giving you a glimpse into my wife's life. Because I was like, can you just have one day off? So really... Actually, I'll tell you two things. Really, that's the one thing that's kind of in my way. Is I just have to do some work at some point today. And then we're going to go look at a possible apartment. To rent, by the way, not to move into. It's not like YouTube's going that well. Or anything else for that matter. But no, what I was going to say is, I just need to give myself my weekends back. But one thing that's going to shorten this stream today is that there's not much going on. I mean, I love hanging out with just a few of you, but... Oh, nice. Thank you, Bailiff. Well, let's send you for another one, then. To the... Which one did I want? Was it labor or clergy? So the other thing I was going to say that's going to shorten the stream time, I think labor, is that last night, outside of the house... Go do that, thanks. Outside of the house, there was this, like, smoky smell coming out. And... the wifers were in bed, and we're watching The Simpsons, which is great, by the way. And we're like, Man, that's like, oh, somebody's having like a campfire, which is weird because we're kind of in the city. Pretty sure you're not allowed to, but, you know, people do whatever they, you know, people be living. You know what I mean? You live your life. And I was like, okay, well, we'll let that go on for a bit. And then it's getting worse and worse. We're like, what the heck? We look out the door, and she's like, I think there's like a fire over there. And I was like, well, no, it's those people. They're just like having a really smoky fire. I turned out to be wrong. Some idiots had left a bunch of cigarette butts in like a planter box at the base of their like yard, like their little backyard area. This little like enclave. It's not even a backyard. But what they've done is they've decorated the whole area with pieces of driftwood, which I also don't think you're allowed. Now that I think about it, I don't think you're supposed to take those from the beach. There was like a rule about that. Because too many people were pilfering like all the logs off the beach so that people couldn't like sit or whatever. Anyway, point is, had all this driftwood that was just hanging. Basically, they're drying out driftwood under their little porch area, which is covered by the second floor of the building. So it's like an alcove that they have this little, you know, cordoned off area that's just like where they sit and smoke all day. And that caught the driftwood on fire. The whole thing was about to become like a fairly serious fire. But there's a fire department like 30 seconds away. They were on top of it. Whole big engine truck right behind our house. Anyway, so why is that shortening my stream time today? Well, my throat feels a bit raw because we've been breathing in a bunch of like driftwood smoke. So we like sealed the windows and stuff, you know, closed them all. A citizen left! No! Was it because I was talking? Who is this? He doesn't seem very unhappy. He doesn't seem that unhappy. I don't know why he left. 88. Okay, happiness is actually taking a pretty bad downwards trajectory here. We got to take a look at this. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Minus 99. Oh, my citizens are upset. I think I citizenized myself a little too quickly. Wait, why is this 116? Minus 116%. But he's got all the goods he wants. This is probably a holdover, so we gotta wait till this goes away before this person becomes happy again. Woof. And the citizen woodcutter. Excuse me. Honestly, I think, okay, common clothes. We have common clothes available. The candle workshop should be the next thing we work on, but I need a monastery to do that. Because like, the candles, I think, will help with the fact that we don't have a lot of common wares available all the time. Okay, yeah, so too many. We can't sustain the amount of citizens I've created. That's on me. That is on me. Dancing Cow says, he looked happy because he's happier about where he's going. Chris Faust says, I spent 14 hours editing a video hardly anyone will watch and then went to work without sleep. Hashtag life choices. Dude, oh man, do I ever know the feeling. Wait, Chris, what should we watch it? What channel are we talking about here? I think I've subscribed to Chris Faust at Chris Faust. Which I thought, Chris, and I'm not trying to guilt you, but you were a member. Are you not anymore, or is this still that thing where this account isn't showing that you're a member? But either way, you're a member in my heart. Anyway, do tell me what channel this is. I want to see what your 14-hour video is that you edited. Chris Faust says, I'm still a member. Oh, that sucks, dude. Why doesn't your icon show? Your text should be green. Put some respect on that Chris Faust name. So is Chris Faust your main channel? Is this where I'm going to go find this 14-hour video? Because you know what? I'm going to give that at least 2 views. All right, we have clothing in decent supply because we now have this tailor's workshop. I can't open another wares workshop because there just is not the supply of iron here. Yeah, I really do think it's a smelter issue. So one thing I could do is build 2 more smelters right here just to see. I just don't think it's worth it. I want to focus on this goal of getting this island up and running. Alveola, where are you? Come on. Yeah, go underneath the bridge to finish the railing up here. And let's call this bridge done. And let's get people over this bridge and started on the creation of the... No, don't go home. Okay, Jacquette is coming. Jacquette doesn't even have a house. We love Jacquette, don't we, folks? Okay, finish the bridge. Dancing Cow's here. He looks happy because he's happier about where he's going. The guy that left? Oh, no. Actually, that's so true. The guy that left was like, I found a better place. You know, there's another village where the economy is in shambles, but they constantly want people to move in. I think I can get some more resources over there, or at least I'll go on a raiding party. This village, I bet that one citizen thought this village was too passive for him. Chris said, solid content, thank you. It won't be out for a while, and my channel is only Daisy. If it made similar content to you, I'd never have mentioned it. Oh, no, don't even worry about that. Listen, there's enough love to go around. If you're going to play the same exact... If you're going to have the exact same channel as me, it's all good. Just a different style. If somebody was going to enjoy you and your channel more than they were going to enjoy my channel, but, like, I don't want to lose them, that doesn't make sense. Like, it's because we're not... We live in the post-abundance on the internet. You know? Yeah, I'm competing for people's time, I guess, but really, if they're going to like your channel more, then they might as well be there. I think there's... What I'm saying is there's more than enough love to spread around. But wait, does that mean if I start playing DayZ, Chris, you're going to be bummed? Come on, bridge. Waiting for a builder. Man, this bridge is not messing around, hey? Like, this is... One part's currently under construction. I wonder if I can see that one part then and see, like, its progress. There we go. Yeah. Okay, this is good. This is better. Oh, my goodness. This is taking for a while. This is taking for a while. Chris Fell says, I'd love you to play DayZ. And thanks, never gonna happen. One day, Chris, you'll be huge, and you'll have a team of editors, and you'll forget about us, or we'll be rivals. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, there we go. So, now we can get across this bridge. This is the first person... Hang on, this is a momentous occasion. Douceline. It is the first person to walk across the bridge, Douceline. Bonjour, Douceline, et bienvenue chez la nouveau ville de Riverton. Yeah, chop that down and build that lumber camp. I think we maybe need 2 lumber camps. Let's lumber camp it up. On aime Douceline. On aime Douceline Delma. I'm going to do it right here. That'll look cool. There, build that. 2 lumber camps. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot we can name these. Lumber Lodge. There was no reason to do that. Confirm and save. Back from the lurk section, I'd watch a Solid and Chris co-op DayZ playthrough. There you go, Chris Faust. There's an idea. I think the reason I prefer games like Foundation to games like Minecraft is that Minecraft I can craft a beautiful village, but there's nobody to live in it. Blarg, 100%. It's also kind of my issue, though, with Medieval Dynasty, because you have... Oh, that's built good. You have this thing with Medieval Dynasty where you have... which warehouse do we want to build? Let's build this one. Where you have these nice villages, and you're kind of planning what you want it to look like, but then everybody just kind of stands around in their rooms. And it's just like, okay, I got to go cut down 600 trees today and, you know, lug the logs back one at a time. It's just, it's a lot. And then you know, fabricate a couple of hammers, and then the hammers are like... basically, any survival thing where the tools wear out, I'm not a big fan of. That's why I like Subnautica so much. I don't want to keep having to make, like, early game tools every time. Also, by the way, that's more realistic. Like, how many people have you seen make one house, and then they're like, well, gotta throw my hammer away. No, hammers are good for, you know, thousands of projects before they're worn out, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they do throw their hammer out every time they build a house. But yeah, to your point, Blarg, yeah, I want Medieval Dynasty. I love Medieval Dynasty, but I really want it to have more of a life to it, where the characters don't just kind of stand around. Yeah, exactly, Blarg. That's the problem. That's like, Medieval Dynasty is so close to being one of the more amazing games that's ever been designed. But it's like, yeah, I remember giving my lumberjack an axe, and he just never went and did anything with it. Exactly. And you're like, oh, well, you know, you need to put it in the right zone for this and this and that. And it's like, oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, see, Master Jedi Soda, first of all, welcome to the stream. He speaks the truth. Don't let the hammer industry bully you into buying a new hammer for each project. That's what they want you to think. That's why they like survival games. I know that to be true. I know that DeWalt and Home Depot really love DayZ or any survival game because they're just like, yeah, hammers wear out all the time. Am I right, you guys? You better get a new saw every 3 trees. Chris Faust does agree with Beer Me, though, in regards to watching you play DayZ one time. I don't even know, like, I don't know if I could. I do agree with that, Isfan. Nice entrance, Isfan, by the way. Isfan says, it takes a special type of person to throw away a tool or a cloth after single use. That's how I imagine the super rich, though. Oh, 100%. Remember Futurama, where Fry is watching TV, and he's got the Oreo making machine, and, like, each piece of the Oreo, like, the 2 cookies are in different bags, and then the cream is in, like, a different thing, and he opens the plastic and inserts all of the Oreo pieces into this machine that presses them together. Then he pulls out one Oreo, proceeds to pull them apart, eats the cream, and then just throws out the cookies as well. That's what rich people are. They're just like, yeah, I'll just throw these bags away. All right, once this warehouse is done, it's going to be full of logs, just so we can keep the log cutting going pretty quickly here. Blarg says, I'd probably like Medieval Dynasty the way it is if I didn't have to constantly Google why something isn't working. Yeah, I agree with that. It was a really cool game, though, for a bit. Now, those folks, though, they also make a lot of... and they're always contacting me, which is nice, but I just don't have time to play all of their Dynasty games because, like I said, they're kind of grindy. So they have, like, Lumberjack Dynasty. They've made a lot of other games with this. And here's my only, like, piece of criticism, which would be like, it makes me feel like they're probably not really thinking, oh, what else can we add to this game? Like they're not like maybe they're actively doing some bug squashing, but for the most part they're not really actively adding more and developing. They're just kind of like, what are you doing? Oh, okay, you're fine. There, this way, hopefully the lumber camps. Good. Okay, here we go. This is good. Oh, yeah. Look how efficient this is. Can this be like smelting? I might as well just start building everything, right? Oops. Oh, no. No. That was on me. Right-clicked it. Shouldn't have right-clicked it. It's always my mistake. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's get that back in there. I think it was like here. All right, let's get that smelter. Let's build this combo thing. The only problem with, like, we're getting ahead of, the cart's getting ahead of the horse here because at some point, we're going to need to build, like, housing for all these fools. Move these all over. I just need to make sure that this isn't clipping paths, because that's one thing I've learned, is that if you put things too close together, then they just can't get to them. There we go. I think that's good. Okay, you know what? Let's build it. Let's see what happens. Let's build it. Blarg says, I have a little hope for Wild West Dynasty. It's being made by a different developer. Oh, is it? I thought it was the same people. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think I put in, like, an email to the marketing team, the press team, or whatever. I didn't hear back. They're probably getting, like, the big boys, your Raptors, etc., are going to be playing that game. I'm going to move this over a bit. And maybe up a little bit. No, not too far up. Yeah, there we go. So that's the Common Wares Workshop. It's right off the main, city once you get in. There'll be the Common Wares Workshop right there. Okay, see, they're making pretty good progress deforesting the land, which is, okay, that sounds bad, but, it's what you want in this game. So we're going to get this built. Basically, I just want this all deforested so I can kind of see. Actually, here, let's do this. Stop chopping all this. So you can just focus on the industrial area. There we are. And then just to get, like, let's get a bridge going here just so we know what the next plan is. Should it be a wooden bridge, though? That's the real question. Because this is just for the farmland. I think that's kind of nice to do a small scale bridge to get over to the farmland because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, know your place. We got to remind them that they're just farmers. They don't deserve a stone bridge. What do you guys think? Stone bridge here or this wooden bridge to get to the farmland? And really, it should go to the center of the farmland, if I'm being honest. It should, like, be a little more efficiently lined up here. One thing I don't like is that when it goes down the shoreline like that a little bit. That's okay, though. That works for me. Kinda. 190 wood. That's not too bad. I just feel like it'll look more aesthetic. Higher looks better like that. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, really, it's this one here. Kind of want it to go like there, but then have this one come. That's kind of interesting. That's a weird look. I know, Blarg, that's the problem. I just hope transporting food from that island to the rest of the villages isn't too slow. I guess that's the issue with this whole plan, is I want to make a central city, but, like, unless we can get... I mean, really what I had thought was, like, well, there's some, there'll be fishing going on all around it, especially in these regions. And then there's going to be farmland bringing, all the bread and everything's being milled here. So the markets will be here. I feel like that should be okay, especially if we just make a lot of food. And then as far as other villages, like a mining village over here, we're just going to need to work hard on giving them a little local food. But as long as all the resources get brought over here. So that's why maybe another wooden bridge here, a bit more farmland, and then a wooden bridge there. Then maybe a stone bridge here. Like lots of, entrances and exits to this little city is kind of my dream for this land. When I did this map, I started in that center one and ignored iron. Oh, and you just, like, bought it, basically? You just bought tools? I suppose I could be buying common wares to shore up my economy for now. That could be something that I do.
Bam, bam, ba-down.
Super chat. Oh, Itruza has donated 10 AEDs through a super chat. Itruza, that's my theme song, I think. Bam. I just peaked my mic doing that. I apologize. I made one of the smaller islands just a big forest. Actually, that could be kind of nice, too. You know what would be nice? This should all be a big forest. That would be really quite pretty. If all this was just one big forest. Put a little stone bridge or a little wooden bridge over here so that it can be a garden or something, like a little park that they'll never go into, but it'll look nice. Actually, yeah, this is all going to be forest for sure. Okay, gained 5 favor points with the these guys. We got Fisher's Hut, Hedge, Builder's Workshops, Sculpture. Builder's Workshop, Sculpture. Okay, the place where they can sculpt sculptures. Lord Manor, the stone set would be nice to have. Tax... Oh, we don't have that yet. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's get the tax office. And additional parts to the Common Wares Workshop could be good, but I really want that Lord Manor set. I think I can do both. Nope, I need a little bit more labor influence. Okay, let's do it. Bailiff? Labor influence, please. There we are. Okay, what have we done? What have we unlocked with this Common Wares Workshop here? Cool. Multiplies production by 2. Sick. No snappage, eh? That's fine. You don't always need snappage. Right here in the corner like that. Oh, that's awesome. Now, here's the thing, though. I am going to be taking this building apart soon. So, I'm going to put it over here. Sheer Ponage has got to go. Have a great rest of your stream, Solid, and take care, everyone. Goodbye, Sheer Ponage. We miss you already. Now, max per building, 1 per building. Okay, I was just about to be like, hey, can I build like 600 of these? There we are. Oh, heck yes. That looks awesome. Yo, they actually built up this industry somewhat fast. That's good to see. So we're going to have to staff this up pretty soon here, and that means I'm going to need housing for these fools. Look at all that stone to mine. I don't really want to, though. I'll probably just build the Lord Manor right on top of it, though, actually, so we just don't see it. Because they're never going to build houses there, so I might as well build something right on it. Sorry, I missed that. What are the common wares towers for? Well, whatever it is, it's basically like the vanilla game, the developer, and improving the vanilla game with exactly what we were talking about earlier, which is little add-ons to buildings, and this will increase its production by 2. So I don't know what that means. I guess what that probably means is for every... Would that make it like way more efficient? So, or is it just like does it go through these resources faster to make more common wares, or for every one of these resources, instead of making 1 common ware, does it make 3? So does it use up resources faster, or is it more efficient on resources? That's the question, which I can't really tell. So that's what this tower does. We've built it onto this common wares workshop because this is going to be the real one in our industry moving forward. Let's get this warehouse built. Let's move this warehouse over just a little bit. There we go. If we move this one over just a bit more, then we can kind of like move this guy down a little bit so that the access is still there. That's good. Now this wall, what's this wall going to look like? Is that going to look okay? Let's say we go from here. There, something like that. Kind of want it to be a little further up, don't I? Yeah, I think that looks good. That's coming along. How do I control click? Yeah. There we go. Don't need the wall yet. I mean, I guess we could. It doesn't really matter if we build the wall. Itruza says, Vampire Ragdoll, solid. Yes, Joy. Yeah, Itruza, get on board that, if you aren't already. Get on board that Discord. Iron Smelter coming in. I really like this idea, Steven, of the fused buildings, so thank you for that. I can't wait to spin up this whole, like, just like have this whole thing whir to life. What should I put here? Let's get a well here, maybe. Oops. You know, just in case there's like fires and stuff. Okay, this new warehouse is coming in. Building up lots of wooden planks here. Man, they're actually fully done, basically, extracting all those trees. So let's expand it out this way a little bit. And then I think what we need to do before I spin this up is like figure out where houses are going to go and then get some markets built. Maybe right here. We should probably have a market like right here, I think. Just kind of makes sense. That's not how you spell market. Merc. Like basically right across the street. We could have a few more here, but we'll just wait for those to get built here. Something like this. And then a little something like this, maybe. We'll put a little fence out right here like this. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. I think that the next thing I need to do is start thinking about forbidden areas in this zone, so that people, know to use the main path as opposed to like just kind of spread off into randomness. I do agree with you, Blog. I love the way zoning is done in this game because it forces you to think more organically rather than just trying to, like, build a grid every time. So, yeah, I mean, the roof tiles don't match, but it still blends kind of okay. That's not terrible. That looks pretty good. Hopefully they can still get into it. Okay, let's build these two now that we kind of know that this fusing idea works. I gotta say, they are building pretty fast. Since Blake got home in time to catch some foundation. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna just go get some lunch. This is basically just a really chill stream, so. Or do I pause for a moment and get DayZ going? Just. Excuse me. So, Chris Faust, I was asking earlier, and I think I saw the answer. You were saying the 14-hour, the big edit that you did is not ready yet on your channel. I mean, let me know when it's ready. I do agree with this, Van. My favorite is still the way Ostriv made it, but this is an interesting and unique way. Yeah, one thing I think they could do that Ostriv doesn't, or that Ostriv does, is like it would be nice eventually or occasionally to be able to build some houses. You know, like government housing or something. So one thing I had thought, for example, this area, I really like what I did here, if I do toot my own horn, is because I built this manor house, and then you can build, as long as it's not too far away from the core construction, you can build other houses. So that gives you this ability to create sort of like a dense kind of structure. In fact, let's take a look. If I assigned all the parts, trade hall, treasury. Okay, so if I take away one of the treasuries, I could turn it into a tax office, I think. And then assign a tax collector. But what I could do, like I just said, is build another one of these. Like, that would look something like this. That would look something like this. Yeah, and then we gotta get some marble and some sculpting going. We'll do that later. Some other day. So, where's the entrance to these houses? Okay, so check it out. A little too far, right? Wait, what's this? Oh, this is that market I haven't built. Okay, that's fine. So let's build this. Oh, you need the core, though, don't you? You can't just build... Actually, no, I think you can build a wood extension. Let's see what it looks like. Wood extension right here. Oh, that totally just cuts off their view of the town, of the church. They're looking at the city, which is making plans to build a tax office, and they're like, really? You're going to cut off my view and build a tax office? I suppose I can build a little extension right here. Doesn't look as nice, though. Okay, what about this? Build a grand guild hall. I don't even know what that is, but that sounds awesome. I don't really know much about stuff, you know? When you say things like grand guild hall, I'm like, yeah, totally, dude. I'll just build one of those. No, this is going to be a very simple building. It is not, and I repeat, not going to be a boondoggle. No, I'm not trying to expand it. I'm trying to move it. There we go. It's like just like a little too close for comfort to that building. Man, how greedy am I? I just love that sound of the coins going into the bank. I'm like, hey. Okay, let's lower that a bit. This is a very little, just like a cute little tax office. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? Let's put the entrance here. Because this path, I think this path, hopefully. What if I do forbidden land here? See if they... There we go. No. There we go. Carve a new road there for me. Let's let that cook for a bit so we can get this new path here. Then that's going to allow us a little spot where we can place this even on an angle like that. Now, there is still access there if they want to, but it looks like they just go into there to get to that house, I guess. So they don't really enter the house that way. That's weird. Okay, let's move this over like that. Someone building a nice house with a view and a government building popping up blocking that view is very realistic, though. Isfahan is true. A guild hall is like a town hall of a medieval burger town. Now I want burgers for lunch. Thanks a lot. Now all I'm thinking about is burgers. I know that's not what you meant. There, that's where the treasury can... That's where the tax person can store some coins. Put a little tower on this thing. Let's see what that looks like. Wood extension. No. No. These towers are a little too bulky. Bulky towers. Does anybody know if there's a way to turn off snapping? What do you think of that? That's kind of cool. Little tax office right there. Put a weather vane on top of it too. Now, if these weather vanes don't match, that's basically gonna break my brain. I got one. I got Sinister Plank. There we are. That's gonna look nice. Istvan, I tagged on the Discord memes section. Oh, is there a meme roasting Istvan that I need to see? Because I'm looking forward to that. You can turn off snapping by asking it and not reading when everyone answers it. I don't know why, but that's my favorite meme now. Especially if Steven Thetford's around, then I'm just like, do you know how to do this? I'm something of a chaos agent myself. That looks weird. I don't know if this. I don't know if it needs a chimney. This little tax office. You know what we got to do is put a couple of trees right here, though. That's what we got to do. I have to go. I'm falling asleep, but I'll see you next time, Chris Faust. Whatever time it is, wherever you are, you have yourself a good sleep, and we will see you on the next, whatever time we all stream or hang out. See you in the Discord too. You are a chaos dude. I'm every game a different Warhammer 40k one. Man, I like Warhammer. I gotta get some Warhammer games. Are there any Warhammer games out there I should be looking at that really capture the grimdark and the how just unstoppable you are as a super soldier? Because then maybe I should play it. Yeah, Lord Taxington's. Oh no, it's going to change the name of the whole Lord Manor. What's that noise? Is that a sewing machine? Did this person buy a sewing machine? Doesn't it sound like there's a Singer 5000 going nuts in there? Space Marine. Okay, that's the game to play, Nicholas said. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. I don't know if it's my game style. I don't know if I'd be able to play it or enjoy myself. I might just be like, this is too intense. All right, I think that's enough. Let's build this. There's our tax office coming in hot. We did work on an okay one. It's a top-down RPG, Inquisitor Martyr. What is that? It's fun. You made that? Is that what you're telling me? This is a game you created? Okay, yeah. This, like I said, this whole thing is going to be purpose-built. We're not even going to start employing people here until we know that we have the ability to bring them all in. This is like what, China, what they do. Where they just build an entire city. And then they're like, come on, move in. And then people do or they don't. We worked with Neocore. I don't even know what that is, but this sounds awesome. I didn't know you were working on a game. Or you did, I guess. Okay, let's delete some of this wood here. Don't really need it, is the thing, but we just need to keep storing it. So they can keep chopping. Oh man, they do good work. These lumber people, the lumber folk as I like to call them, they're good people. I think we can afford more TerraTra, so let's keep buying up some TerraTra here. Let's buy this one. And that has a lot of territory buying. I just want to see if I can afford it. I can always sell the island, like this island, if we're not ready for it yet. Okay, there we go. Chop all those trees down, my friends. And use it to build this. In fact, let's go... planks. Let's start bringing resources over here. Planks. Let's get 4 transporters, in fact. Let's get rid of another thing of wood, and let's bring over some, polished stone. And let's get rid of another thing of wood, and let's bring over some regular stone. That's going to help us with the building. And then wood, 99. There we go. Yeah, I just have to turn that over every so often to make sure we just don't fill up on wood over here. There we go. Okay. 4 transporters working at bringing over some more resources so we can really start upping construction in our new land. Oh yeah, this is coming together real nice. I mean, I hope. I hope it is. Do 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 do. Man, this game, I love the music. I forgot I was streaming again, you know what I mean? I was just like, just humming along. All right, where would the granary go if we were building? Again, I'm thinking grid-like, but I know they won't adhere to the grid, so it's fine. So kind of like that view, I guess, for the access in the granary. Something like that. So if this was lined up correctly with this, like let's line up one of the corners. Something like that. And then we go all the way down here. Like, is that a good spot for the granary? What I might do is build a fence or something to make this street longer and more. I don't know. We want that granary there. We can actually move it further down, actually. This granary is going to hold all our bread. Let's move that closer to the goods workshop. Over a bit. There we go. I wish this path would maintain a central path. That's my dream. So this granary here could take all those berries. It'll take on all of the bread. And I believe wheat and flour need to be stored there, so we need another granary for that. Wheat and flour, yeah, look at that, 100 and 100, man. So we need actually that means we need so many more bakeries, but like we're kind of staying on top of it. How's my iron supply? Yeah, horrible as usual. 15. Now we're down to 15 tools, 1 common ware. Good lord, that's so annoying. Okay, so let's get another granary here. This one I want to take in the final bread, and this one I want to take in, you know, your various wheats and things. So that's going to go like there. So that's wheat and flour, and this is bread and finished goods. Basically, the core here needs to be where all the finished goods flow. Probably need another warehouse up here then or something. Vampy, I could eat grapes and drink wine to this song. Yeah, you really could. Da, 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 da. I would buy a soundtrack to this. I mean, I wouldn't want the soundtrack to be very expensive, but I'd buy it. And don't worry, we're getting rid of these lumber camps, by the way. Just for those of you wondering. I think at some point I need to build a builder's workshop before I get too ahead of myself here. Just trying to plan things out. So the granary here, which means if this wall... The only problem with this wall plan is that the only gate that exists is this one. So kind of basically what I'm saying my dream is here is to maybe download 1 mod. I don't want to get into lots of mods, but as soon as I download one, you know what I mean? Like it starts. And I want to get some nice castle walls around here. Some nice gates. It's fun about the Barotrauma soundtrack for the fields, and I'm going to put it in my car when I eventually get to it. Why would you do that? That sounds like isn't that a scary game? I like this industry area. I think that's going to come together nicely. I know I'm missing like 65 things, but this will be good. Which is also why I'm not building the gold smelter over here. I want all of that smeltery, all of that to move over here. Except for this. You know what? This little town, we could call this town Colton. I just want them to make all the charcoal. So they'll just make all that over here, and then we'll ship it over to the main island. That's the new plan. So yeah, this road's gonna get real busy. Too bad, Sinister. You get to repopulate entire planets in video games, and I get to eat grapes. What game was he playing? Now I want some grapes. I wonder what game he was playing. Stellaris, probably. Oh, wait, maybe Stellaris. What could you blend Stellaris with? Stellaris with Star Citizen. Which is what Star Citizen is trying to do. That's their whole value proposition. They're like, we're making... Oh, my tax office is built. See, if you know, solid content, if you design something simple, you can actually get it done in short order. And we're not breaking the bank entirely. Remember that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wood extension. So let's get this wood extension and turn it into a tax office. And get a tax collector assigned. Sorry, everybody. There's now a tax collector. And let's get another treasury to hold a bit more cash. Because we, of course, have a tax collector now. What's this extension? How about another treasury? There we go. Just holds on a bit more. There we go. All right. Oh, villager path blocked. Uh-oh. It's not letting me click on it, so maybe the villager got over it. Could not reach wood extension. Oh, crap. So wait, does this door not count as an entrance? Ah, crap. Maybe this is just a... Okay, no, I've got a new plan. New plan. It's just a decoration. So here's what's going to happen, folks. We're going to go like this. We're going to take one of these treasuries. One of these extensions. Where's one of the extensions? There we go. This is now the tax office. And then this building here is... Oh, I see what I'm... Okay, I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. Point is, this we're going to turn into a treasury. There we go. So that should stop the pathing issue, I think. Oops. Oh, I'm a fool again. I've continued to be a fool. You're right. The Forbidden Zone. Okay, then I do want that to be the tax office because I want him to go in there. I want him to use that building. So we're going to go back to tax office. Where's the other one? We're going to turn this back to a treasury. Thank you, guys. See, where would I be without you? You know where I would be? Not very good at the game. Weird sound, weird sound. And we'll take that away because doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, let's see if that works now. There we go. Yeah, because I want him to go in this door. I want to wear down a little bit of a path so that we can see it being used. There we go. Got our tax collector. Doesn't seem like he's yelling about anything. I'm still waiting to see him go in there, but warehouse is built. Next iron smelter is almost built. Yeah, I think you just need like 600 iron smelters, I guess. So if I leave this area somewhat open, though, I can continue to expand iron production here. So let's not fill... Like, things are going to fill in. That's the other thing I have to remind myself, is that things will fill in eventually. In the meantime, though, we still do need some more things. Candle workshop there eventually. A gold smelter and a jeweler's workshop, I think, should be the next thing that we build here. Maybe at the end of the path. That kind of looks nice. Oh, no. Bad weather coming. There, that's a nice entrance. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Actually, let's put it on a curve like this and move it up like that. So, yeah, because as you're walking past this bridge, you see the backs of some of these buildings. It's kind of nice. Could even attach it to that. That's just the only thing with attaching buildings sometimes is that it creates little like loops where it's hard to get around. Oh, that looks silly. But what about that? Also silly. I kind of want it to attach to the fence a little bit. That's fun. I like that. There's a gold smelter, and then let's get a jeweler's workshop here. Oh, look at this little thing. Maybe that needs to be along the road or something. These people are going to work so far away from their homes. That's going to be the one problem. We'll need housing like right here. Jeweler's workshop. That's so dinky. Let's just put it right in the middle. Or like hug this, maybe? What do you think of that? Yeah, it's kind of fun. There we are. There's our jeweler's workshop. Don't worry, we're working on the no access to luxury. We got gold and jewelry going on here, which means that we need to assign some of these things. So, like, you know, let's go gold ore, gold bars, gems, jewelry will go elsewhere. Coal. All right, then up here we want to store... Up here we want to store iron ore. And we want to store completed iron. Maybe we want 2 iron ores. 1 completed iron. Tools. And then, yeah, because again, the completed iron is just never going to fill up, I don't think. And we probably want some more coal. Although this is kind of close. We almost want tools to be here eventually. We'll have coal there as well. Just kind of have coal kind of all over the place. If we split it up, that's the thing though. If we split this up, if we split up the coal and we split up the iron, maybe that's actually more efficient somehow. Again, the transporters only bring it here though, so I don't really see that as being a thing. I'd rather than just like one transporter be focused mainly on bringing iron ore over there. All right, is he using it? Yeah, it looks like he's gone in a few times. There we go. So what else do we have coming out of our thing? Oh, quartz. That's what we need to bring over here so we can get some glass going. Oops, oops. Game freaked out for a second there. Let's bring quartz here. All right, so we got a bit of coal coming in, lots of iron ore and iron. That's pretty good. One change I would love is if, says Blarg, is if you could have one central storage building and then add on so you can have everything under one menu. Yeah, and also a closed warehouse building. A little more Anno 1800 rather than these ones. Just so you can have different options of like building styles, you know? So it could look a little more like downtown-y. Is there do I have a glass maker? Weaver Hut Sheep Farm. I don't think I have a glass maker yet. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. And it needs coal and quartz to make glass. It's a weird building. It's almost like a little Star Wars vibe to it. Put it right here. I think that'll look cool because it's like part of the smelter or something like that. And then if we need more space, we can do some more smelters here. More smelters back here even. That's fine. Although there's no debuff on this one for residents, so maybe we got to put it back here in this little area. Like shoved, like squeaked right up against that. That looks cool. I like that there. I like that. All right, so that's going to bring in quartz. This should probably have the glass down here. To be honest, glass isn't super important. Like, yeah, we'll have it stored over there. He's going to get quartz from here. It's a bit of a walk for the glass smelter, but, you know, that's life. So this is my industrial core. Let's see. Let's see how that works. I think in the next episode we'll be able to, like, open it up and build it out. But for right now, you know, this is the start of getting into this island. I want to get rid of these lumber camps ASAP here. Probably let this lumber keep mining away. And then, yeah, preliminary ideas. I think I'm going to have to build, like, housing here. Still like to keep this area centrally open. Like, we'll maybe have some berry pickers here, but maybe there's a cathedral there. Like, maybe the cathedral is right here. I guess I can't do that with Forbidden Land because I need them to chop those trees down first. Never mind. Just trying to come up with a way to, like, you know what I mean? Mark something. So maybe that's the cathedral. Central road here. I guess it needs to be a little bit more, so this road kind of comes like that. Really, it's a bit more like... People are watching this like, what's happening? But I've got a plan. I've got a plan. So if this path were to come off here... That's kind of our dream for our central street. So we put our cathedral there. So let's take the residential area down a bit. We don't need that much housing room to begin with anyway. Something like that. Excuse me. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I don't think people are going to build houses here, so I don't think I need to worry too much about that plan. I could actually just put reforestation and use that as my marker, but anyway. So the cathedral is something like there, and then maybe we have the keep. Oh boy. Maybe the keep is like where should the keep be? Off this main path. Oh, what if the keep is back at the back of the wall? The keep could be right up against this back wall, and then across the wall is our, like, you know, our king's forest. So the keep could be there. Now we're going to need a monastery. Maybe the monastery could be one of these small islands. Yeah, because how much farming am I going to want to do? Oh, I don't have that island yet. There, now I do. Monastery? And then, of course, housing all through here. And then I definitely need the Lord Manor. There, somewhere like that. What do we think of that design idea? Mineral deposits discovered nearby. Okay, great, great, great. Now, the only issue with this is we might need more space. Like, behind this cathedral, there might have to be some storage, some warehouses here, so they can bring the goods from the mines. Although, no, maybe it's, yeah, bridge over into the monastery stone bridge over into the rest of the place. Yeah, it's going to be a long trip for some of those resources to get over to my industrial core. Steven says, put the monastery on flat land so you can make a much more realistic cloister. That is flat land, is it not? I feel like that's pretty flat land, and it's got their own land. But we could also put the monastery down here. That could be kind of nice. A monastery, like, right on the edge. Yeah, because right now, this is all weighted in the wrong direction, maybe. I'm going to leave that there as a question mark, because maybe... Oops. So rich, buys it, doesn't even worry. Maybe that could be the monastery. Like there. Using this whole space. It kind of combines with the wall, and then we do like a nice little cloister there. And then a nice little graveyard behind the cathedral, yeah, of course. So, graveyards. And then, of course, it has to have, like, a larger... You know what I mean? Like, it needs, like, a big garden around it. This is going to be the boondoggle that we have to make sure we can afford. I liked the separate island more, but this would make more sense. Well, because then you have some more resources coming from this direction, so it would make more sense to have a few more food and whatever production buildings over here and funding the tavern, rather than everything weighted to this side. But I'm not 100% sure about that. We could have another monastery here, or something else here. That's the real question. I think this thing is going to get packed pretty quickly, though. I will say. And I'm excited. I'm here for it. I'm here for the pact. And then we'll reestablish some forests once we kind of know where things are going to be. But for now, let's clear out the forests. Clear cut, please. So, yeah, interested what your thoughts are. Monastery here, monastery here, but either way, that's going to look really nice. This St. Boondoggles here, we're going to be really careful not to build right away until we for sure can afford it. Just kidding. We know we're going to build it right away. And then we have a stone bridge across here and up into here. So I think, yeah, the thing is with the monastery here, I think this area is going to be very high traffic. You kind of want the monastery out of the way a bit. You know, narratively speaking, I think. Because what I want to do here is probably stone bridge, and so bring in all the mining supplies. Because anything from these mines, if they have to come all the way over here and across a little bridge here, that's just a lot. Whereas this is going to be a little bit more of a diagonal to get to some. We'll put some storage over here, unfortunately. That's just going to be better. I mean, do we put storage there, or just make these our warehouses and then just make people, you know, walk the distance from here all the way there? Same thing from these mines all the way over here. This is probably the best spot for these storages. We could hide a few here, maybe. Anyway, That's kind of the core build so far. I do think these warehouses maybe should have been here, a little more central to the future mines, but it is what it is. We can reestablish. I do think we want to put some housing there anyway. And, of course, some housing kind of in this area. I think if I place these down now, that'll kind of remind me what my plan was so that I won't start to just build too into that. Now, we also have to stuff a lot of food production into here, too, so I got to remember that. Some bakeries all need to be down here. Yeah, this should be like cattle farms, maybe some cheese and some sheep or something over there. Got some berries in here, and then fishing kind of all around. Which, do they have, oops, does the Fishers building... No debuff, perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. So, food production, kind of settled. Put a nice tavern in here somewhere. Oh yeah, this is coming together. This whole thing is coming together. I love it. Jaxors is here. Hello, Jaxors. This game looks neat. Jaxors, we're playing Foundation, one of my favorite games ever. Isfan says, deny some areas for future straight roads to important areas. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, what we could do here is like... I mean, it's hard to deny right now because we haven't finished, depopulating the trees, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But what we could do is, like, put a straightaway right here. Like so. So they don't start, like, trying to go, like, here to here. We want them to use this path. There we go. Something like that. I think what that'll have them do is they'll probably go like along here and around to get into this area. So that's kind of what we want to do. We want to encourage a central path to become defined. So we should probably do the same thing over here. Like maybe there's a denial to there. I don't know if that's a good idea. Basically, we can just create a path. So maybe this goes like here. And then this cuts off. Oh, wait, on either side, it would have to do that. Okay, something like this. So many different zones. I will say I am still kind of making this up as I go along. I'm not 100% sure how to make this work for the best. I'm sure there's some like tutorials out there or something. There we are. So if you want to get to that area, to the monastery, you need this path. Okay, and then once these trees get cut, we'll establish that. So I think that would be something like that. Down to here. And then maybe this area is how you access that. Oh, there we go. Look. Now what's going to happen is they'll carve that path in, and that will become the desire line, which speeds up their access to that zone. So that's kind of nice. Then we can worry about, see, look, this one person who's going to chop these trees. Oh, right into the mic, sorry. Who's going to chop those trees is going to really, fix that for me. In fact, let's do something like up here. And close that off. There you go. So if you want to get to those trees, you're probably going to want to go down this path, not up here. You know what we're going to do? Let's seal this area in too. There. So if you want to get to these trees, you're going to use this central corridor. Okay, I think those forbidden paths are going to create the desire lines that we're looking for. Oh, Sinister Plank might be right. The tree cutters don't make paths, do they? I think I remember something about that. Which is interesting. That's a very... I wish they did. That's all right. I mean, if anything, the tree cutters are showing me that this pathing works. So if I go and build something over there, then I'll be able to... I know the path works. But once we see those paths, I think it's important for me to remember to take the forbidden zones away so that it's not like this is the only way to get into this whole little community area. Blog says they don't make paths because trees can't grow on paths. Yeah, that makes sense, actually, because they would have... Yeah, things like a controlled lumber yard, like this area, or a tree yard, this area would be impossible if they were making paths. Look at all these people by the tavern in the old town. In Colton. See, that's fun lore, too. Everybody comes to Colton looking for work, and they stay out of the major metropolis. But hopefully this metropolis gets quite bumpin' sooner rather than later. I think we made some good progress today. I think this is still a good spot for this market, so I'm going to have it built now. I'm going to keep trying to encourage the designs, my dreams for this area. And in the next episode, I think we might even be able to get started, like, populating the area once we've built out a few more things. I might even push the builders further. It seems like they don't mind building all this stuff, so we might as well just keep pushing those builders out here. And, oh, wow, look how fast they're working on that. I love it. Villager path blocked. Uh-oh, somebody got stuck. There we go. Whoa, whoa. Stuck following that person. There we go. There we are. Okay. Villager path no longer blocked. There we are, folks. Well, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it to be some truly solid content. We stayed mostly entirely in Riverton, which is going to have some changes coming up pretty soon here. Once we get all this industry out of here, we're going to need to move it over there, get a big cathedral built. All kinds of things to go on. I mean, really what I need to do is save that space and then build it. Because I don't have a cathedral yet, I don't think. We only have churches. So I have to wait to build a proper church there. But anyway, we'll get to that later in the next episode probably. I love how, you know, I'm trying to be intentional, you know what I mean, with this design. So I love how it's coming together. I think Riverton is a very cute little place. And very soon, sooner rather than later, this thing I think is going to explode and become quite the metropolis. That's my dream. That's what we're attempting to do with this playthrough. And, yeah, it's still a contiguous, like, it's still the next episode of the series, even though we're building a different town. So, I mean, let me know. We can always go back to Solidham and see all the buildings and all the people that we've named after you and see how St. Boondoggles is going. I do want to see if I can rebuild the economy in that playthrough, but this one so far is giving me much more chill and much more designed vibes, which I'm enjoying. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll try to get some offline videos coming this week of Farthest Frontier and Clan Folk, etc., and Recipe for Disaster. Got to get that recipe or that restaurant going. But until then, if not, I will see you on Wednesday for some more streamage, for some more of the same, a little Space Haven, why not? And I hope to see you there as well. Let's get rid of that gold smelter. We don't need this building anymore. Goodbye. So there it is. One last look at Riverton from this. I don't want to see anything not built yet. There we go. From this view. Oh, we love Riverton, don't we? Oh, Ninetails just got here. Hey, all. Apparently I need a nap and missed a chunk of the stream. Or all of it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ninetails. But I will be back here on Wednesday. I'll be back here on Wednesday. Sorry, Ninetails. Just some time for the ending. That tends to happen. I don't know if I like this view. Which is my favorite view of Riverton? That's a pretty nice view right there. Oh, that's the stuff. Riverton. It's so wonderful. Sorry, Ninetails. We'll see you again. We'll see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye.